A biblical perspective on life, culture, and current events. This is 2020 on Vision.
This is Andrew McLennan. They say that a family that prays together stays together, and I can only imagine a family that sings and prays together is closer than anyone can possibly be. It is my great pleasure today to welcome a family from Canada. They're called the Springmans. They sing, they perform, they minister full-time all around the world. They are visiting Australia at the moment, and I want to welcome them into the studio now. And we're talking about mum, dad, and all four kids. The Springman family, welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm going to start with you, Dad. How long have you been involved in music and ministry?
I started doing music in 1991. Before that, I was a youth pastor in San Diego, California. And so I was doing music at my church and occasionally, a little concert here and there, and had more opportunities. Was being asked a lot to play, youth kind of conferences. And so I put a little band together. We got named Perry and the Poor Boys.
I love it.
We started playing all over Southern California and up the coast. And eventually had so much kind of opportunity to do ministry. I quit my job at the church, moved out to Minnesota, and then put the Perry and the Poor Boys to work full time. And so we started touring all over. Mostly at that time, I think we were probably playing in the Midwest. And then we had an opportunity to go over to Europe and played in what was still Soviet Russia.
Yep.
And did some concerts in Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, Poland.
What was the reception like in those former USSR countries?
Oh, it was amazing. I remember we played a concert in St. Petersburg, Russia. And this would have been in, around 90, I guess, or 91. I think I got some of my earlier dates messed up. But yeah, We were playing in this hall, and it was about 500 people. It was packed, and I still remember there were Russian guards at the back, and with holding their big guns and
packing their AK-47s.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
And the only thing that was going through my mind was when we came across the border. They told us, don't talk about Jesus, because we had a whole bunch of Bibles with us. They said, okay, and we were always, kind of afraid, thinking, oh, we're going to end up in the gulag or something.
Yep.
But the Russian pastor that was at this concert, he was kind of my translator, and he said, don't worry, it'll be okay. My accent's not so good. It sounds like Count Dracula, but... he would say, don't worry, God protect you. So anyway, and I had this opportunity to preach the gospel message to these people. And there was probably 200 or 300 people that came forward for prayer, wanted Bibles. It was amazing. And, you just don't see that kind of response.
Yeah.
And we saw that all over the place at that time. So
amazing.
People were so hungry for God because they had been without it for so long.
Yeah. So that was your launch into international, and fast forward, and here we are now. Your wife Julia's here in the studio with us, and your four beautiful kids, Emma, Ryan, Sarah, and Jacob. Now, Emma is 19, Ryan is 16, Sarah was 14, and Jacob is 13, and they're all part of the band now, and they all travel with you full time. This is amazing. They can all play music. They're all sitting there with different instruments, and they can all sing as well. This is incredible. I don't know many Australian families that actually do this, that travel and minister together. And, of course, it brings thoughts to my mind of the Von Trapp family from the Sound of Music.
Or the Partridge family.
Yeah. Do you guys get compared to the Von Trapp family every now and then?
We actually just last night. But yes, we've had that a number of times. It's a good comparison. We like it.
Yeah. Do you know any of the songs? What's that one about Maria? Maria.
I think they do I don't think they sing that one. What was the one they do? The one... but all the things that,
Oh, favorite things?
Yeah, these are a few of my favorite things.
Yes.
But we don't really do those things.
Well, it was a great story, the Von Trapp family story. It's a true story, obviously, and they also travelled a lot in America when they finally got across those Swiss Alps. But your story is also amazing. So what brings you to Australia? Why did you end up in Australia for this particular tour?
Well, our very first tour, I was here in 1992 with Youth for Christ Brisbane. And I was invited. I met actually Michael Knight. I don't know if you know who that is.
Remember the name, yeah.
Yeah. So he is the head of Pure Power Australia now. And he saw us play in Tallinn, Estonia when we were on tour. So he invited Perry and the Poor Boys to come to Brisbane, and they toured us all over the place. In fact, we even did concerts down in New South Wales. So that was the start of it. We had a great time. We were here for about 5 weeks. And then 10 years later, I came back with my wife. So it was 2002, before Emma was born, and had another band, different poor boys, and we did another about 4 weeks, I think, tour here.
Yeah.
So
you liked it, obviously?
Yeah, we love it. I mean, we love the lifestyle. We love the more laid back swing of things. So, but yeah, we wanted to come back here, and I wanted to give my kids this experience and to meet a very unique culture. I mean, you speak English, sort of, but just to see the wonderful people. The reception has always been amazing here, and I knew it would be like this. So yeah. I wanted them to see that.
Well, I want to ask you kids a couple of questions. So, Emma, you're 19. You're the big sister. You've been touring and ministering since, how old were you when you started?
I started playing ukulele when I was 8 years old, and so I would say that would be the official start for me of when I started playing in the band.
Amazing. So you've literally been ministering since you were 8. You're now 19. You're a seasoned campaigner now. That's 11 years on the tour.
Yes, sir.
So what's in your heart for the future, Emma? What do you feel like God wants you to do for the rest of your life?
Well, I love music, obviously. This isn't a job you can do just for the job. And so I just love being able to say worshiping is my job. And so being able to continue that, I also really enjoy working with kids. And so I definitely see working with music and kids in my future.
Yeah, love it, love it. And Ryan, you're the next born in this family, a young, strapping young man, good-looking young dude he is. Ryan, how does this work? I mean, you guys are traveling full-time, so how do you guys actually go to school?
Yeah, we're homeschooled, so we take all our stuff with us, and we're able to do it on the road, on the plane, wherever we happen to be.
And who makes sure you do your homework?
Us and my mom.
Oh, Mum.
I mean, yeah.
Is she a hard taskmaster, or is she pretty fair? Well, how would you describe her?
She's a great teacher. She's really good.
Yeah, you had to say that, though, didn't you?
Yeah, gun my back.
So, and I'm guessing that, what's that, a few hours a day, and then school's done, then you can focus on the music and whatever else you got to do?
Yeah, it depends the kind of day.
Yeah.
We can change. Like, if we're touring that day, if we have concerts or whatever, then we wouldn't do any school. Some days we have more school. But
yeah, so it gives you that.
It's nice.
Gives you that flexibility, yeah. That's good, Mum. You're doing a great job. 4 kids in the classroom every single day. Julie just gave me the thumbs up to our audience listening today. Well, let me ask you guys, what sort of music do you play in your concerts? Like, what's your sort of genre that you prefer? Are we going to go to Sarah here?
Yeah, we would say it's kind of family-friendly music. We've played a very wide variety of places. We've played for preschoolers to college-age students and seniors and all of that. So, yeah, we play for families, but we can change kind of how we do it depending on who we're playing for.
Yeah, nice. I love it. And is there a certain style of church worship music that you tend to listen to a lot and I guess learn from and really resonate with?
I think we all like the older worship songs like DC Talk and all those people, and then some of the new people like Hillsong and that kind of thing.
Yeah, well, guys, I know that you like to sing and you like to play music, and we're going to actually listen to one of your songs very shortly. But, Perry, can we ask you, what is your vision or your dream for the future? What do you see the future holding for your family for the next few years?
That's a great question, and I think it's the same as it has been for the last few years, is to show, I guess, the world, the church, that families can work together in ministry. As you said earlier, you don't see it a lot where there's families that are working together, playing together, praying together, and being able to make it work. So many families are dysfunctional, so dysfunctional, even in, I think, in the Christian families. Our family has its issues. We get on each other's nerves here and there, but we work things out, and we've got, they're just a great bunch of 4 kids. I can't imagine having a better band. I've played with a lot of amazing musicians in my musical career, but I would choose this over any of the people I played with, just because I know that this is something unique, it's special, And it's got that innocence that I think attracts people, and they want this. They want to feel this and see this in a church, or even when we're playing in secular festivals.
Yeah.
They love seeing this. So I want more of that. I'd love to see us grow. They're already kind of branching out and doing music, leading worship at our church for their youth, and sometimes even on Sunday for the adults. And I think my goal has been, for the last probably 7-8 years, is to create music and an experience that adults and kids can enjoy together.
Yeah.
Because too often, I don't know if it's like that here in your church here, but back home, many of our churches, especially the larger ones, the kids have a much different worship experience than adults. You walk in the door, kids go one direction, adults go another, and then they meet up afterwards, but they don't worship together.
Yeah.
So we want, at least music is one way that we can, if we can create music that adults will actually like and that engages kids too, that's a good thing.
Yeah. Bring the generations together.
Yeah, instead of apart.
Yeah, well, it's biblical, isn't it?
Yep.
So let's pretend you're all playing right now. I'm going to start with the kids, the youngest, go through the list here. What instrument do you play? So if you're playing as a family, what's your instrument? And this is Jacob.
I play violin and sing.
Okay, then. Ryan, what do you do?
I play drums and mandolin, and I sing.
Yep. Emma?
I play ukulele and mandolin.
And Sarah?
I play the keyboard and often keyboard bass and sing.
Man, you guys are so talented. I think it'd be really cool if you guys just sang a bit of a song for us right now for our listeners. So
We can do that.
please do.
We do like to play. All right.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
In the silence you won't let go. In the questions your truth will hold. Your great love will lead me through. You are the peace in my troubled sea. Whoa, you are the peace in my troubled sea. My lighthouse, oh, shining in the darkness, I will follow you. Oh, my lighthouse, oh, I will trust the promise. You will carry me safe to shore, safe to shore, safe to shore, safe to shore.
Yeah. Springman family, I want to thank you so much for joining us today. All the best for the tour, and I hope and pray God continues to use you in the years ahead.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Andrew.
Thank you so much.
Thanks so much.
Thanks for taking time to listen to this audio on demand from Vision Christian Media. To find out more about us, go to vision.org.au.